દાદા ભગવાનના સિમ જય ભગવાનના સિમ જય જયકાર ઓ દાદા ભગવાનના સિમ જય જયકાર સિમ જય જયકાર ઓ દાદા ભગવાનના હાલો
विद्या ज्ञान मात्र ये बोल
भगवान
ज्ञान मात्र ये बोल
दादा भगवान सिम जय भगवान
जय सच्चिदानंद दीपकांजी
जय सच्चिदानंद।
ओके त्रिमंत्र बुलाइए।
जय सच्चिदानंद।
जय सच्चिदानंद।
नमो वितरागाय,
नमो वितरागाय,
नमो अरिहंताणम,
नमो अरिहंताणम,
नमो सिद्धाणम,
नमो सिद्धाणम,
नमो आयरियाणम,
नमो आयरियाणम,
नमो वज्रायाणम,
नमो वर्षायाणम,
नमो लोई सब साहुणम,
नमो लोये सव साहुनम,
ऐसो पंच नमुक्कारो,
ऐसो पंच नमुक्कारो,
सर्व पाप प्रणाशनो,
सर्व पावपनाशनो,
मंगलाणं च सर्वेशे,
मंगलानं च सर्वेसिं,
परमं हवै मंगलम्।
परमं वै मंगलम्।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय,
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय।
जय सच्चिदानंद।
जय सच्चिदानंद।
जय सच्चिदानंद। It's about your question.
Yeah, a question. Regarding this fourth kalam, we say that the bhav tiraskar, the like and the dislike and the contempt, we are means we give us the strength to not support it or to do it or to get it done by others or not to support it in any way. So now I want to know that regarding this, that how we, if we, by example, if possible, to how we do it, the three kinds of actions for the dislike and the contempt, and what is the result of doing that, of the bhav of doing that, in the later next birth or so on. So this I want to know.
Okay, Puranji.
Basically, what you are asking is what is the meaning of fourth column? Contempt and dislike. May I not see? Basically, what is that? Dislike means dislike in the mind. Abhav means manma bhav pagdi jao. So, it should not happen to me. Nor should I do anything by which it happens to someone else, or do anything which motivates someone else to have dislike or a bhav in his or her mind. That is as simple as that. Na karu, na karao, karta pratyay na anumodo. Dislike in the mind, and tiraskar comes out in speech and action. So I should not do it, nor should I ask others to do it, or my actions or behaviors are such that others generate dislike or contempt for others. Someone feels okay, this person's behavior is like this, but I say, "Arey, what a idiot, see, it's so bad, it's not good at all. Then it will generate contempt or dislike in the other person when I say something like that. So that is what it is. Or if,
And supporting
or if
and
some,
support.
एक मिनट, and if someone having dislike for someone, है ना, Someone is having contempt for someone, and he says, this man so bad, so filthy, so something, And I say, yeah, he's like that, like that. Then I'm supporting him. So I should not do it, not trigger someone else, not trigger the contempt or about Iraskar in someone else, nor should I support if someone else is doing. That is what you're trying to say.
And okay, I understood. And what is the result which we get from these three actions?
Result, it's a pain point for us. We are siding with our potapanu. We are taking the side of our discharge kashai. We are supporting our discharge kashai. We are supporting our discharge wrong beliefs. And as a result, we will continue to remain aligned with our Pudgal. So the Pudgal does not get purified. The Kashayas do not get diminished, do not get erased. So the cleansing of the Prakriti does not take place, which prevents us from remaining anchored in our pure soul awareness.
So
Essentially, we all
in the visible world, what results will come in, or in the what you say in the uh, which karam, three types of karam, no, the no karam and the dravya karam, what actions, what the will be the result,
The result is simple. Whatever if we happen to do this about Tiraskar, which is
Yeah.
part of our discharge, no karma, then we are tanmayakar, we are engrossed in it. So once we are engrossed in it, what will happen? It will get carried forward. Next birth, this will continue to come, or even in this birth, this will continue, and it remains to be cleared. It remains to be cleansed.
So means
So that,
we charge this, so it will get discharged in the next birth, right? If it is charged.
I'll get carried forward. It will get carried forward for further cleansing or discharge.
Yeah, in case of Mahatmas, it gets carried forward, and in non-Mahatmas, it gets discharged, charged and then discharged,
Ah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So then means, for example, means what kind of charging I wanted to know exactly. Discharging will happen. That, for example, we did the abhav in previous birth. So we have still we in the discharge we have abhav for that person. With even sometimes against our will. So it's like that. What kind of discharge result will come? For
See,
the
it is
charge.
very simple. See, we have brought Potapano or our design in the
Mm,
past birth. We have said this is good, this is bad, this is I
mm,
like, this I don't like.
mm,
Now, when things in this birth
mm,
come in front of us, which are against our design, which are
mm,
not to our liking, you know. So what will happen? It will generate disgust, dislike, and things like that,
mm,
because that is against the design or our inner expectations. So it generates this, and whatever Vitrag Vignan is saying is that we should not have any this prakriti. We have charged by some likes and dislikes. Now we have to remain neutral. We have to remain Vitrag and exhaust the prakriti. Now, if we don't do that and we are engrossed during the existing discharge, that belief, that potapono, that gets carried forward. So again, in future, in this birth also, that will continue. If it's not still cleared in this birth, then it will come again in the next birth for clearance.
Yeah,
So what
I
will happen
wanted.
in the result, as a result, is the actions in terms
Yeah.
of inner mental dislike or the actions in the form of the external tiraskar, disgust, that will continue. That
So
will
I
continue.
wanted to know here that the result of the each of the three kinds of different action, so of the discharging result, so for example, if we had, ourselves done it, and if we had motivated others to do it, and if we had supported it, so because there are three different kinds of charging, so what will be the three different kinds of discharging? This is what I wanted to know.
Now the same effects will continue. Karma, we charge karmas, whether we do it, we ask someone to do it, or we support someone doing it. All
Mm.
three have a benefit. Where the ego is involved, where the ego gets tanmayakar, that much suffering it will come to you, back to you.
So means we,
If I don't do about Tiraskar, but I support someone doing about Tiraskar, in a way, I'll have the same effect because my belief of about Tiraskar continues. So again, that same thought process will come to me when something goes against my design. And then I might do it or I might again support someone.
because there are three different causes, we will not have three different effects.
We will have no, the effect is same. The effect is of about Tiraskar. Whether I do it, ask others to do it, or support someone doing it. Essentially, that about Tiraskar still remains with me. Na? If I don't have about Tiraskar, then obviously I will not be there in any of the three cases.
It seems to me that if because there are three different causes, that it means the effects will be similar, but they should be different, because the causes are different, Means one is
Maybe the intensity of suffering will reduce, but it will continue.
means one cause is that we are ourselves doing it, one is the second is motivating others to do it, third is supporting it. So there are three different causes. Maybe they are similar, the effects were similar, but it seems to me that the effects should be different. This is and in particular, I would like to ask you that see, for example, we may not be doing having risk, like, but in our near family and friends, there is a atmosphere of strong dislike for something or someone, that we often see it, liking, there's a strong liking towards something or strong dislike towards something. So is it that because we in the past we have supported all those things, that we get those in we don't do it, but in our atmosphere directly we don't do it, we don't have those likes and dislikes, but in our atmosphere we have the likes and dislikes, so that is because of the support we gave for the likes and dislikes.
See, if yes and no, why get into what we would have done because of which? Everything that comes in front of us, whether through our mind, body, speech, or surrounding files around us or surrounding atmosphere, as you said, that is the result of all our causes. Now, what type of causes we would have done in the past is a matter of, it's a different thing altogether, you see.
Yeah,
So,
in broad term,
so what's the point?
only.
Whatever we may have done it, right now we have to exhaust whatever is there in front of us.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. Only in broad term I wanted to understand. Say for example, in just a broad term, not specific city. I don't also want to go. Just in broad term, I want to understand why the reason was because the tendency of the file one is to lay blame on others. Okay. So what I was trying to do, what is trying to do is that to fix the blame on the self. Because what happens is that, say for example, in the atmosphere, I see in family two person, doing some wrong, which in my as per my vision, doing wrong thing, or a value which is not which is against the nav kalam or something like that, or even say maybe the two people are fighting, what usually happens inside is that the blame is usually for even for small time, the blame is laid on the other person, that these people are doing something wrong. The wrong thing is a fault, which is the, so the tendency goes outward towards to other person. Now what I was trying to do is that means fix the blame for towards oneself, so the tendency goes to oneself, so it can so to reverse the things, so that is what my, so
No,
it is.
no, 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 okay, okay. So your original question is something different altogether. What you're trying to say, when you see someone others doing something wrong and you feel that they are wrong, and on the other hand you're saying no, no, it is my cause which has come. That is true. See, the best thing is how do you how do you react to such situations or how do you deal with such situations? It's very simple. When you see someone around you in your family or otherwise doing something which is against principles of Dada Bhagwan or no Kalma, then it's very simple. Just take the Vitrag viewpoint. The Vitrag viewpoint is the other person is behaving based on the understanding that he has got. based on his viewpoint he is behaving. સામેવાળો એની પ્રકૃતિ એની સમજ પ્રમાણે કામ કરે છે. So just observe it and don't be judgmental. Why do you have to take sides? This is good or bad. You feel it is incorrect or it is incorrect according to Dada Bhagwan's science. Observe. Mahir Bhagwan, Dada Bhagwan could see so many things happening in the world which are absolutely incorrect. Incorrect for them, incorrect for the world, but they would just observe. Yes, this is the discharge they have brought. This is the discharge. They are behaving according to the discharge understanding they have brought, and it is just playing out. Their Prakriti, the discharge part of the Prakriti, is simply being played out. So just be an observer. Why do you have to take judgment or take sides also? Observe it. It is not in alignment with Dada's principles. Fine. Just leave it at that. And if you want to do, you could do one thing. You could pray for their well-being. Hey Dada Bhagwan, give them the right wisdom, give them the right understanding. May their well-being take place. એમનું કલ્યાણ કરો, એમને સદબુદ્ધિ આપો. બસ
That is
એટલી
true.
પ્રાર્થના કરીને છોડી દેવાનું. એટલે તમારી વિતરાગતા, your વિતરાગતા should not get disrupted. Plain and simple.
That is a good point which you said, but what I want to say that this understanding that it is not their fault, and why it is not means it is I am also involved, so that also helps with, because to give a solution to the intellect and mind, so that is what it helps me, this is my experience.
Then talk to Kashyap ji. Kashyap bhai, you must have brought like this, so such people or surroundings have been generated. Now just square off with the others Gnan. We remain with Rag, may their well-being take place, and just leave it at that. Just leave
Correct.
it. Let it flow.
Yeah.
Let it flow.
Thank you.
Deepakanji?
Hey, Satchidanand. First of all, having dislike is the outcome of observing or coming to your knowledge that the other person is doing something against your belief, against your liking. So that is not a very serious situation. But then when you have dislike towards anyone, then that feeling of oneness, which is defined as love, you don't experience that. That feeling of oneness, when it is not there itself, is a pain or suffering. When this dislike is high or extreme, then it ends up in contemptual feeling or hatred. And when such a thing is there, that is, if you have contemptual feeling or hatred, you don't want that person to be seen at all. So it's like you don't want the other person's existence itself. Now, when the nature is supporting that person, making that person live, you don't have any right to have this kind of feeling that that person should not be there or out of my sight. So these are the basic, what do you say, effect of likes and dislikes. And in the sense, finally, it is contempt or hatred. Now, first thing is doing things personally. When I hate or I dislike someone, then that effect is limited to myself as the outcome of that karma. Okay? Now, apparent understanding or evaluation or analysis is that you do something, you get things done through others. And the third thing is support that act. Our apparent understanding and evaluation is the first one is the worst. The second one is milder. And the third one is supporting any act is very minor. Dada has clarified over here that the third one, to support any wrong or any like hatred or dislike, the outcome is the worst. And when you do it yourself, the outcome will be limited to yourself only. Do you understand that?
What is the outcome? Can you please
And
elaborate?
why I don't want to do myself, I will instigate Pulinanandji to do something wrong. Because outside I'll be a very nice person. Do you understand? Anything that will come, it will be directed to Pulinanandji. And maybe someone will come to me and say, tell me, why Pulinanandji is doing like this with me? I didn't do anything. But actual picture is I had instigated him to that thing, to that person. Do you understand?
Is the outcome can you hear me? What I'm asking is in the outcome for the instigation, it will come that in the actions it will reflect in the present actions and in the discharge it will reflect instigation. Means I will instigate.
Instigation also, see, the basic or the ultimate outcome is our goal of life is happiness and bliss, which we are uh, compromising, and the outcome is our happiness and bliss is in jeopardy. So we want to be happy, we want to remain blissful, but due to this dislike or hatred, that happiness is lost. And by not remaining impartial in any situation, favoring anybody, I lose my bliss. That is, I don't experience lasting happiness. Bliss, what we understand, bliss means lasting happiness. So this is what it is. And when I support something, any wrongdoing, in regard to, let's say, dislike or hatred, then that opinion itself will not, mm, it will snatch away my happiness.
So the
Because do you
reduction in the
understand? To
happiness
have
is
that negativity, then that negativity is going to bother me first.
so
And then it
that
is going to reflect, that it will reflect as a violent feeling or violence outside through mind, speech, or body.
violence of. So in the case of support, you said it is the worst. The support effect
Yes,
result will be the
yes,
worst.
because you are having that opinion
Mhm.
and you are not doing, you're not getting it done. But if something, it's like if you don't have any opinion to have dislike or hatred, any situation you come across, and in that situation, you will not support it. No, 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 please don't do that. You are going to get hurt, and that is going to snatch away your happiness and bliss.
Or means
So
it is
better
it
don't do it.
is we have the opinion, so it is stopping our inner happiness, and it is
That
kind of
feeling itself is not. I mean, that feeling itself is a violent feeling.
violent feeling. Okay, got it. Correct. Okay.
The primary thing is to live non-violently
Means in
with
the third
total
case, the
peace.
violence is the most and the inner happiness is the least, right?
Yes, but it is like, see, outside, if you do anything, you will get caught. Correct?
Hmm.
So you will know your mistake immediately. You will be humiliated, you will be insulted, and your mistake will be blatant, and anybody would be able to see that. And maybe someone is going to uh, even tell you, don't do that. But when you get things done, you don't know. Nobody knows that you're doing. See, like I'm instigated Pulin Anandji to do something wrong. So people will come to me as if I'm a nice person and complain against Pulinanandji that he's doing like this and like that with me. Understand?
Yeah, the mistake will not go
So
easily.
outside, I am showing off myself. I'm a very nice person, but inside, I'm not. And the third thing is very dangerous because it will never get reflected in any of my outer dealing, apparent outward dealing. But inside, because of that opinion, I always support that act. And with that support, I can commit that mistake anytime, anywhere. And that opinion itself is against oneness.
One.
To hurt someone, to hate someone, to dislike someone. Right?
Okay, got it. Understood. Thank you. JSS.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Okay. Anybody else? Lalita Ben? Shalya Ben? Go ahead.
Satchidanand Pulinanandji, Jai Satchidanand Deepakanandji, Jai Satchidanand
Satchidanand.
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand.
Mike, I was just listening to this, what Dr. Kashyap was saying. I'm trying to understand if the Kashais within us, whether they are hidden or not hidden. Some of these are very, some things we are aware of, some Kashais, and some which you're not aware of, which are hidden within us, but which we are also, the hidden ones are also being, they are hurting others. So does one make one Kashai, is that any better than the other? Is there any, um, because both of them are, they're discharged Kashais, but how does one become better than the other? Or how can you even compare these two?
Deepakanandji?
Now, comparing these two, what is it? Comparing what?
The
to
hidden,
what exactly
some
those two
Kashais
things?
are hidden within us, and some are very
Hidden
evident. They are
kasai and
contributing.
outside.
Yes. So can we even compare these two? Because sometimes the hidden
Correct.
Kashais, we are not aware of them, and then they do end up hurting others. Like you said, it might be
Correct.
indirectly or something. So can we even compare these two? Is there any comparison here?
One thing is when I do anything that is anything is visible
Visible.
or audible.
Audio.
Any mistake is visible or audible, I'm going to get caught. My mistake will be uh, apparently visible, and someone is going to pinpoint, someone is going to even guide me. Hey, why do you want to do all this? But when they are hidden, outside I am so nice. That inner negativity it is going to hurt me first. And outside, I will not experience that oneness because of those negativities. They are not visible. Nobody knows that I have those negative. But in fact, any hidden weakness or any hidden mistake is going to get reflected in your nature, in your dealing.
It will come out.
You may not know it, but
Yes.
other person is not going to experience oneness with you. Of course, you are the first one who is not going to experience oneness with the other person, but that feeling of oneness will not come to the other person.
Exactly.
And true language or true understanding or definition of love is to feel one with everyone. So, why that feeling of oneness is important? Because when I feel or have oneness with others, then I will not hurt that person. I will see myself in the other person.
Right.
So, if by chance I hurt others, then because of that feeling of oneness, immediately I will understand and recognize, oh, this is wrong, because I feel I am getting hurt by hurting others. So I don't want to hurt others because I don't want to get hurt.
Got it.
It is such a wonderful thing,
Yes.
key or master key towards happiness and bliss.
Yes, wonderful. Because it shows that suppose you feel someone is being very hurtful towards you, it's actually you. It is within you. That is what is being reflected, right? It's exactly. Because that's why you're not able to feel the oneness. So the fault is
Yes.
within you at the yeah.
See, a very obvious example. Mothers, typically all mothers, at times they really get mad on their children.
Yes,
They
yes.
may shout at them, they get mad, they may hit them, right?
Right.
But in their heart, that feeling of oneness never goes. Even
Hmm.
after shouting, even after getting mad, even after beating them, the mother feels hurt. She said,
Hmm.
"Oh, I'm
Hmm.
so sorry." I have seen my mother, she will, because we were very naughty and mischievous, so we used to get thrashing from both parents,
Hmm.
anytime, anywhere like. But then I noticed that after shouting, that's fine. It's not very violent, we can say. But we used to get beaten by stake,
Oh my God.
broomstick, and whatnot, and slammed any time. And if we are in the striking range, then that was very common. And it didn't make any difference to us.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
you want to beat? Okay, beat me. Like that. That notorious we were. At least
Right.
I was. So, and you know what used to happen? After doing this, she'll go to the bathroom, and when she returns, I see her eyes wet.
Hmm.
She'll say, "You cried, you cried." Then
Yes.
she used to get mad on me again, get beaten again. So, see, this feeling is
Right. Right.
very unique, very unique. And Dada Bhagwan or any, I believe, any of the Tirthankaras, they had this compassion, feeling of compassion towards everyone.
Yes.
This is limited in the worldly example. This is limited to mothers and their children. They
Yes.
may not be that close and careful and loving toward others' children, but for with their children, this is a very striking example.
Yes.
So
Very much.
that's why Gnani Purush or the absolute, that is Tirthankara, they are considered as the most compassionate people.
Yes.
And that this is the highest level of non-violence, that to love anyone totally unconditionally, no conditions at all.
Hmm.
And even if the person hurt you, that feeling of oneness will not go because you know why that person is hurting.
Hmm.
It is such a wonderful feeling. That's how that I mean. That's why uh, we go to temple. Everyone have their own way of worshiping the noble or the ultimate, the divine.
Yeah.
So that feeling of oneness is very important.
Very true.
Come what may,
Very true.
that feeling of oneness should never go.
Hmm.
Situations may demand, and maybe you get mad on someone or you may be beat up like sometimes. Like these people, I mean, in uh, police department or like that, they do. But then ultimately, they have to cultivate this attitude or this feeling of oneness that they will do, but at the same time, that feeling, that inner feeling of oneness and love will not hurt that person, although outside you are beating up that person.
Got it.
And even after, because that is your duty, you will do that, and inside you will ask for forgiveness.
Yes. Got it.
So ultimately, you will come out of that profession or that act forever.
Hmm.
That's what it is.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
Pulinanandji?
See, basically there are two types of kashas, as you said, as you said, inside and outside. So what Dada Bhagwan you said, that if you do anything from the outside, it is good. You'll get the reaction of it. You will get the bhagavata of it in this birth, and it will get that karma will get squared off. You
Better.
know.
Yes.
But if it is hidden, then it will manifest in future. Maybe this birth, maybe next birth. And then you will have to bear the fruits of that thing, and then it will get squared off. So what is outside, it is better. It will get cleared out in this birth. The other one will get is pending and
Yes.
will be play out in the next, and will have to be then born
Born
or
again.
Yes.
So that we'll have to suffer it at that point of time.
Yes.
So that is this thing. And as far as the inner kashais, as you said, outer kashais are apparent. We can see it. We can see it in our speech. We can see it in our actions. So it can be easily identified, and we can withdraw from it or
Yes.
reverse our opinion that we are not in favor of it. Whereas the inner ones, even for us as Mahatmas, the inner ones will call for an enhanced awareness, increased Jagrati. Although I am saying like this, but my inner intent is like this. So we'll have to catch the inner intent or the inner kasha. Inside, my pride is getting hurt. Inside, my lobe is getting supported, or whatever. So if that enhanced awareness, it calls for enhanced awareness, increased
Definitely.
Jagrati.
Definitely.
If that comes, then we can even nip it in the bud, the inside fellow also.
Yes.
But if our awareness, every time it may be there, it may not be there. But as gradually as our awareness is increasing, as we are in favor of now kalams, as we practice five agnas and all, that awareness happens, and then we are able to watch what's happening at the inside level, at the mind level, the inner kashai. So we can square off at the inner level if with enhanced awareness, or external when it plays out, then obviously we have the knowledge and wisdom and all that. All of us have all the knowledge and wisdom of Dada Bhagwan, five agnas, Bhogvedani Bull, and all that stuff. Only thing, it has to pop up at the appropriate time in our vyavhar or in our worldly dealings. So that is the crux of all our Purusharth. Awareness of what's happening to file number one, whether inside or in the external speech or action level. That is my understanding. Yes.
Deepakanandji?
Just one point here, what Dada has revealed, what you call as gross karma, physical karma, and subtle karma, sthul karma and sukshma karma. So what we do through action and speech, they are considered physical karma or gross karma. Outcome of those acts gets resulted in the same life. But those at the level of our mind, where we make decisions, then they get reflected or they get fructify in the coming lives. So these two are important. So those which are visible and get manifested at the level of speech and action, you will definitely get the effect of that in the same life. It will not get carried forward further. But whatever that belief or that decision is there inside, violent feeling is inside, then it is going to get reflected in the future lives.
Yes.
That's the point. So many times, things which goes on inside our mind, we are not very vigilant. We are not very careful. Who knows? Nobody has known my inner feeling. But those are the worst thing, because whatever I do now through action and speech, I will get the result in the same life. So that doesn't get carried forward. So these are the two different. The difference between the physical, the gross, and the subtle karma. Jai Satchidanand.
Yes, the subtle karma will definitely get carried over. There's no way to nip it in the bud, or maybe because
Yeah, it is. So that's why what Dada said. Whenever you do anything or speak, that belief is already there in your mind.
Yes, it's there. Yes.
So you change your belief, changing your decision, changing your intent. That no, I don't want to hurt anyone. So then, because of that belief, I will do this, I will do that, it gets reflected in our action and our speech. But so that belief is already there.
Yes.
Do you understand? So if I remove or correct those beliefs, then the effect of the outside action and speech is going to get resulted in the same life, and it get not nullified totally, but it becomes very mild and insignificant.
Yes.
You won't even come to know at times
Mm.
when that feeling of forgiveness is very deep hearted.
Oh my God.
So that is the effort or Purusharth for the worldly people who doesn't have this knowledge of their self, or not self-realized or ignorant people, that they correct their inner intent.
Mm. So self-awareness.
So with that change, with that correction, you are like nipping in the bud, in the sense you are getting away from that mistake forever,
Mm.
because you are changing or clearing your belief. No, I don't want to do it.
What to do? Yes.
Although it has happened, I spoke or I did, but I don't want to do it. Oh God, give me that inner strength not to do it. I will never do it.
Mm.
That's it.
Got it. Thank you so much. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanand. Lataben, Lalitaben, Miraben. Kashyapa, you another question?
Yes, Sachidanand. Yeah, right now I don't have. Right now I don't
That's
have
okay. If you don't have it, that's fine. No problem.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Miraben is there. Okay, Miraben.
Yes, Jai Sachidanand. Can you hear me? Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand. So Jai Sachidanand
Sachidanand.
Pulinanandji, Deepakanandji, Rajnikaka, all the Mahatmas. I have one quick question based on what we have all been talking about here. Now, the thing with the Kashe and Nyan is that Prajna Shakti will tell us or intimate to us that something is wrong, like that we are in a wrong, doing something that's against, going against the agnyas, going against, I'm saying in the sukshmatam type of kashe. Okay, something that we don't know, not like, me yelling or something, but something, not this Meera body yelling, but something like deep inside. So does that come as a discomfort in the physical, this physical form, this physical shariram, or more like a discomfort in the mental space? What happens, so that we know that there's some other kashe that's coming out here? Physically you can see, but the sukshmatam, I'm asking, how would Prajna Shakti would tell us, right? How does that work scientifically?
Pulitaji.
It calls for enhanced awareness, plain and simple. You must be aware that this thing is playing out inside your mind or inside yourself, Aha. You outside you're not saying anything, but inside, if the lobe kasha is working, you must say, oh, thank God, my so much dollars have got saved. So that is the inside awareness. You might be, if you're aware of it, yes, you can catch it. Pragna will warn, but that awareness must be there to receive that warning. So if that awareness is there to receive the warning, you can catch it and nip it in the bud. So, but if that awareness is not there, you will not feel the discomfort. You are saying whether I will have any mental or physical discomfort. That will only happen when someone pinches you, and that pinching will come when you are aware of such a thing.
Okay, perfect.
Because it is sukshma, because it is subtle, it's inside you.
Mm.
And this is exactly where all Mahatmas are heading or should be heading towards. That our awareness has increased in the physical world in terms of what file number is speaking or what file number is behaving. But what is the inner intents those are playing out? That comes with inner awareness, and not only inner awareness, it will really come. It will really come uh, to the extent we are able to remain separate from file number one. To the extent we are able to remain separate from file number one, will not take its, will not be on his part. In a pakshma nahi hoyi, will not be in favor of the Prakriti. We will be neutral, And
Yeah.
even if Prakriti or file number 1 is making a mistake, yes, we will say yes. This is right. So
Yeah.
that will happen if I'm away or not entangled or in my Prakriti. I'm not engrossed in my Prakriti.
Okay. Okay. That
So
makes
that inner awareness,
Mm.
although prajna is going to point, will come or we will be able to catch it when we are separate. To the extent and at the moment we are separate. If at that point of time when some vyavahar takes place, we are not separate and that it plays out inside, it's fine. But after some time, that awareness might come also. When we are little separate from the file number, oh, the outside you said like this, but inside this is what happening inside you.
Yes. Yes.
So that
Yes.
awareness, if it doesn't come at that point of time, it might come little later on. Essentially, it is an ingredient. Sorry, it's an outcome of our awareness and our separateness from file number 1. If you have to catch the sukshma things, I have to remain separate.
Okay. Okay.
To the extent my jagrati or awareness is there that I am pure soul, to the extent I am separate, to that extent we will be able to catch these inner sukshma kashais.
Jai Sachidanand. I know. Thank you. Jai Sachidanand. Jai
Deepakanandji?
Any mistake which is caused at the level of mind, it will get affected out at the level of mind. Any decision at the level of I will say this, I will do this. So these beliefs gets reflected in our action or our speech. And if I have hurt someone through my speech, then that is going to get reflected at the level of speech only. Again, if I have hurt someone physically, then the outcome will be physical pain.
Oh,
And
correct.
same way at the mind level. So
Okay.
nothing gets unpunished or remains unpunished. Whatever is done, that's why we must cleanse at the level of our action, at our speech, and our belief or mind level. And that's how it is going to make us happy. And remaining separate will help us remain blissful, irrespective of outside pain, agony, or suffering. We have two benefits. One is through separateness, through my awareness that I am pure soul, I'm God spirit like, then that feeling of bliss will remain in every situation of my life. But then for me to remain free from any physical pain, that is worldly happiness, then I must correct my physical part also. What I mean, my worldly part, my body self part also.
Yes.
Because all these great enlightened people, Lord Krishna, Lord Mahavira, all these gods who came as humans,
Yes.
they came across physical suffering, but that never hurt them to that extent because they always remain separate.
Okay.
And one way or the other, we found that they have forgiven the other person who became party to their suffering because they could understand that that was the outcome of their past mistakes. So, like Tirthankara, they have uh, openly guided people and they did themselves. They asked for forgiveness and they corrected themselves, and that's how they progress further.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
And Jesus Christ, he said, "Oh God, they know not what they are doing. Please forgive them."
Yes.
Indirectly, he, he has given. He has given forgiveness. He pardoned the other person who hurt them. Who hurt him. Right. So this act Exactly, whatever is done at whatever level gets reflected at that level itself.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Understood.
Kush-
Thank you. Thank you.
Jai
What happened to your light?
Yes.
No power.
no power. Power just went out.
Okay, unmute Kashyapji.
Yes, yes. Okay. I would like to ask one more question. Regarding the eighth column, it says that for those who are not passed away, so for them, give the strength for the avanvad, how you say in English, avanvad, aprad, abhinay, the disrespect and the hurting others, and not showing as it is, avanvad. Please, so I would like more light on this, please to understand, how it is,
Deepakanandji.
Sachidanand. Okay, the eighth column specifically refers to our mistakes at the level of mind, speech, and body. For people who are living or even who are dead, who are not present now. Basically, it tells us that whatever you do, for whether the person is living or dead, it is going to reflect on you. So, better don't commit that mistake, or whatever mistakes got committed, you need to correct them, and please correct them. That's why we say, I will not uh, commit those mistakes again. Do you understand? Because many times what we feel, the person has passed away, so who is going to listen to, or how it is going to affect me? But no, that person is not got liberated. And even if that person is liberated, my feeling is going to make me suffer. So if it is positive, then it is going to give me positive result. And if it is negative, it is going to give me negative result. So any suffering that emerges from this mind, speech, and body is going to come back for settlement to you only. Do you understand?
Here also there are multiple options, that one is disrespect, one is hurting others by like one aprad, and
Direct assault, you can say.
yeah, direct assault, and third is which is one was not saying the person how it is, so and that also now here it is that the multifold is that either you support, you do it yourself, or you instigate others, or
Correct,
you
correct,
support it, so there are
correct.
multiple ways, it is this is covering, and also this is covering for not only for those who have passed away, but also for those who are not present. Either they are present in front of you, or they are not present in front of you. So this is covering a lot of having a lot of covering scope.
Vast perspective,
Yes.
wide range of mistake, correct?
Yeah.
So we can understand what is the extent of correction and what Dada has given us for our inner happiness and bliss.
Yes.
Right?
So here, though means when we are asking for this strength, so we are means having that bhavna, making that bhavna, and at the same time, what I feel, that while making the bhavna, I remember, that thing which I made, mistakes which I made previously, so that that is no, that was not correct, that was not correct, that was not correct, that
Correct,
should
correct.
not be happening, so that happens, automatically it happens, when I ask for the strength, I remember the past mistakes come to me, so like that. Please throw more light on this.
It's like, see, when I decide, when I make a decision, that decision will increase my level of vigilance and caution. So every time that mistake is committed because of this repeated or this repetition, it helps me remain vigilant and cautious all the time, like 24 by 7. But if I do once in a while, then that level of vigilance will also go down.
Mm.
So that's why it is said you recite this 9 diamond no kalam 3 times a day, so that it remains in our consciousness or in our vigilance all the time.
Correct. Yes. Got it.
Okay.
Pulinanandji?
No, that's true. It's all covered up. Basically, it's a very vast now column, and it's for it's the in the third, the same thing is there in the third column, Avarnavada Prada Vinay. That was for the spiritually people who are on the spiritual path, renouncees basically, sadhu sadhvi acharya, people who have left the world. So not doing for that. The same three things, Avarnavada Prada Vinay. May I not do it for normal worldly people? That is the basic import of the eighth kalam. And then it has been enhanced that not only people who are in front of me but who are absent in another room, in another town, in another country, wherever. So in their absence, I should not be doing the backbiting and things like that. Avarnavad typically would go into criticism at the gross level. The meaning is far wider, but just in a condensed manner. So I should not criticize persons in front of me, behind me, whether he's present or whether he's absent. Then it is further enhanced to people who are also dead. Others says once a person is dead, we should not at all criticize or talk about that person. Just leave it aside. So he has extended to the dead also. And then, as you said, as it is there in the eighth column, that I should not do it, not ask someone to do it or support someone to do it. A very, very wide range of these things for our Vyavahar.
So
So
this Vyavahar
if
of
someone
not.
if someone really understands each and every word and then understand with full awareness, if he asks for this strength, it'll help a lot in the sense whenever he's doing any worldly interactions, any worldly vyavahar, it'll help him a lot that he doesn't trip or goes towards criticism or avarnavad or avinay, whatever, all three. It'll help a lot. It'll help a lot.
So our aim is that it ultimately this Avinay, we should have Vinay and we should have one word, say it as it is and not do hurt anyone, in our actions, mind, body, and speech, right? That is our aim, right? Ultimately.
Yeah. By asking for strength, but essentially, you know what? When we ask for strength, it increases. That becomes our new opinion that I don't want to do this. But the discharge will be the opposite of that. So discharge will be where we will be doing our Navada Pradavina. But when you say no, no, give me the strength not to do, so I'm against the discharge. So it'll enhance my awareness during the discharge, which is against the eighth kalam, and then automatically I will not side with it or I will remain separate from it, and the discharge will get nipped in the bud. Oh, I don't have to do this. So that enhanced awareness will nip the discharge in the bud, and whatever has got leaked out will be corrected by way of pratikraman or a further resolve not to repeat that mistake again.
So,
Basically
so it
enhances.
means so the path is that we do this bhavana right now. We do this intent right now, and after that it will get into effect, and then because of it gets into effect, our entanglements in the worldly sphere will reduce, and then we can, because of entanglements in the worldly sphere, if they reduce, then we can be liberated finally, right?
Our entanglement reduce, so it will increase our awareness, and that increased awareness will also make us separate from file number 1. That enhanced awareness ultimately will lead that I am pure soul. This is file number 1. So as the impact of the worldly entanglements reduces, my awareness of pure soul awareness, that I am the pure soul, separate
So
from file
that
number 1.
means the
That
final
also will
liberation.
increase.
The final liberation will happen because of the reduced entanglements, right?
Yes. Initially, the reduced entanglement, worldly, to
Yes.
begin with, yes, what you said is right. First that, and then I'm just saying, I'm just extending the same thing, that awareness, see, the worldly entanglements also will reduce because you are aware, oh, this is not to be done, this is wrong, this is wrong. So that an enhanced awareness first will help you in your worldly dealings. It will reduce the worldly entanglements, and then that will also help you in and not getting entangled with file number 1, not remaining tanmayakar with file number 1, remaining separate from file number 1. That enhanced awareness will lead over there is what I'm trying to say.
Correct. Got it. Yes.
Yeah.
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand. Pulinanandji, can you say mantra?
Yeah.
Oh, before that, please, for next 2 weeks, we're going to take a break because of Shibir and Punyatithi.
Okay. Namo Vitragay.
Namo
Vitragay.
Vitragay.
Namo Varihantanam.
Namo
Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vasayanam.
Namo Uvajayanam.
Namo Loe Savasahunam.
Namo Loe Sabba Sahunam.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso Panchan Mukkaro.
Bhava Panasano.
Sava Bhava Pranasano.
Manglanancha Savese.
Manglanam Chasavese.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand. Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand. Pulinanandji, Deepakanandji,
Jai
Mahatma. Jai
Satchidanand
Satchidanand.
Pulinanandji
Jai
Deepakanandji
Satchidanand.